Okay. So these people must have thought I forgot. What's up? I forget some things, but this story here, I'll never forget. Let me catch up on who being smart enough to join the group. Quick. A lot of white people. That's a fake profile right there. Look like, yeah, super fake. Look at that. That's crazy. I can't believe she got close to 5,000 friends being an absolute fake profile. How do people fall for that? That's wild. Make sure this ain't got no pornographics on there either. I check them. Hopefully these hopefully these are quote unquote good white folk. If there is such a thing. Yeah, sure. Somebody invited every last one of their white buddies. Know how that happened. There's two people in my group running for president, so it might be the white guy running for president might be inviting his white buddies. The guy, yeah, definitely white people. Joined Facebook six weeks ago. How you did that? Nobody does that. Facebook is dinosaur land and soon to be a ghost town. It's pretty much halfway a ghost town already. That's what happens to websites over time. People find a new place to hang out online. 16 weeks ago, huh? 7 weeks ago, huh? Ah, apology accepted. Okay, trust denied. Kevin Gates, that's a pretty good sign. Pretty good sign. Maybe it's just a Kevin Gates promo. Who knows? Okay. What's that? One friend in the group 7 weeks ago. How? Rosetta. Okay. Very old. I can see that happening. You join X7. I can see that happening. And then you only have friends of your family or your own friends. That's possible. When you're up in age, you're not interested at all in the internet unless you run across something as powerful as reparations for African Americans and autochthonous. Let's see. Oh, did I skip? Did I go too far? Yeah, I went too far. Okay, I just wanted to see. I guess the 3 hours ago. Okay. Happy baby. 7 weeks ago. How are these people joining so recently? That's wild. I don't get it. 18 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 of summers. Kind of risky. Sorry for the inconvenience, but my old page was hacked. Okay. Yeah, some people have to start their page over. Can't remember their password. Some people ruin their page or they get thrown in Facebook jail too many times and get banned from the site altogether. It happens sometimes, but it's a odd thing that today I decided to check on this live, and it's a million white people trying to join the group. This is the first time I ever seen this before, ever. Look at this. Look at this face. Why? Let's see this. I promise I will get to everyone's messages. So OnlyFans daggone advertisement just made it to the top 10. What? This made it to top 10% admin on OnlyFans. Man, you think you finna come in my group advertising your white OnlyFans page? I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna make it in the group. Sorry. But yeah, where you at? That girl go. Tina, Shauna, Shawana, I mean, Mary Love, Ashley. Uh-huh. Let me get rid of you while I'm thinking about it. Miranda, 12 weeks ago. Ashley. Uh-huh. Got a friend in the group, Oh, everybody got a friend in the group, huh? Uh-huh. That's who inviting everybody. Okay, Josh. You're doing something, at least, but you got hella white friends, Josh. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. But well, it don't look right. Joined Facebook a week ago. Just a week ago. You joined Facebook a week ago and got 3,000 friends. How do you, how, I mean, I don't understand how y'all so popular. How y'all so popular? Okay. Melissa. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Don't worry. If I see them posting anything, look at you got a juggalette. Juggalette wants to join. Juggalettes are insane. Come on, Josh. That's weird. Okay. Well, the juggalette want to be in here. I mean, they do got a unique mind frame about things. They say get along or die. So Check him out. Check her out. But anybody, I said I catch any of you clowns posting anything crazy, you're gone instantly. All right, now let's welcome them right quick. Let's welcome them right quick. Okay, we'll give them a quick shout out. Hold on, let me see. Okay, quick shout out. Members. Okay. Why is it only? Let's welcome my new members. Why is it only 4? I just invited. I just allowed down 20 something, 30 something people. Five members this week. Okay, well, that's what it say. That's what it say. So we're just gonna write it for them. All right. Now I want to get into what they thought I forgot. Who forgot what? I didn't forget.
Oprah shuts down sex trafficking arrest rumors. The media mogul takes to Twitter to respond to awful rumors stating she had been arrested. After finding out her name was trending on social media, she decided to address the rumors. Oprah tweets she had been arrested. After finding out her name was trending on social media, she decided to address the rumors. Oprah tweets, just got a phone call that my name was trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested. Just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody. Conspiracy theory surfaced online claiming that
she's not going to ever be arrested for her complicitness. That's just, I don't even know why people are hoping that to happen. Nope. Nope, she's too smart for that. She's definitely not going to be arrested for her complicitness. All right. So now this is what I want to talk about here.
It happened in minutes. Fire scorched land couldn't hold rain, so mud poured down from the Glendora foothills below.
It's happening. It's bad. It's bad. It hasn't been this bad in a long time. It wasn't like this 20 minutes ago.
They're getting out while they can.
But you're not taking anything with you, just grabbing it up?
Yeah, we got my laptop. I don't need too many things. Everything's going to be fine. It's all replaceable.
Just a couple inches of rain, and you can see the effects here when the ground, which is burned by the fire, can't hold all of this. And something you'll notice, the debris, it shows it's been scarred by wildfire.
we need to make some friends and I'll get you out, okay?
1,000 homes are under a mandatory evacuation order because they sit below these scorched hills. 2 months ago, it was wildfire. Today, mud into their
2 months ago, wildfire. Today, mud. Over 1,000 properties in Montecito, California. You thought I forgot? Yep. You thought I forgot. I didn't forget. Nope. I wasn't allowed to go live at that time. You see? I wanted to talk about it. You see? And I know why it happened. I know why the wildfires happened. And I know why the mudslide happened. So the wildfires were orchestrated by directed weapons in the area in order to scorch the land, to devalue the land in order to create I think it's a high-speed rail up and down California. And the mudslides was just collateral damage for the complicitness that we just witnessed. See what I'm saying? Don't want to talk about Weinstein even after he was found guilty. How does that happen? I mean, at least you would say, oh, he was found guilty, so I think there might be some truth to that. No, they're not allowed to speak. They're not allowed to see. They're not allowed to hear. See? Okay. And that's how you know Oprah will never be arrested for that complicitness. No. You can't be arrested for protecting the honor of somebody. Can't be arrested for that. You see what I'm saying? That's perfectly legal, whether they're completely wrong or not. That's like all the people who try to protect the honor of Hitler. See what I'm saying? They can't be arrested for that. Well, what you're doing is still wrong. You will pay. You will pay for smearing and disgracing all Black people everywhere, and then showing infinite love for others. I mean to have it so dark. I was just setting up the stream. Yeah, so let's see if there's anything else interesting on here. But it was 2 months of wildfires, or 2 months earlier, and however long that lasted, 2 or 3 months, I suppose. And then a mudslide in Montecito, California, exactly where Oprah lives, destroyed her house, and everybody came to her aid because they don't know how the Most High works. Most High doesn't have to use natural disasters for that, but why was 1,000 houses destroyed? In the mudslides alone. Now, how many houses were destroyed in the fires? Explain that. So your complicitness, was it has some consequences weighed against the good that you have done. You see what I'm saying? So all those people in that area, I already know how those neighborhoods get down. They move close to each other so that they can perform their parties, their super parties, and their super orgies is what I really want to say. They're super duper orgies. People that rich, they have orgies every week. And some people have orgies every day because they just like that. They're just sex crazed super fiends. See what I'm saying? So let's listen to the rest of this, see if there's anything else interesting on here.
Their pools and backyards. California has been in drought for months. The sudden rain.
They've been in drought for months, which they say caused the wildfires. Well, not possibly. Extreme dryness mixed with the flame could cause a wildfire. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But they never know why it happened. They just say we observed that it was dry for a very long time, and then wildfires began, and then a mudslide happened. That's just observing what happened. That's not saying why it happened. You're saying how it happened. You explain it scientifically, which is the absolute truth. That's how it happened. But you're not explaining why it happened, and you're not understanding fully how it happened. You're just observing the science that explains drought, wildfires, mudslide. That's all you're doing. But it happened because you're too wicked. It happened because of sin. That's the bottom line. You know, the bottom line, you know, where you get the money part, where you get your reward. The bottom line, when you do a budget, you have a bottom line that adds up your assets or your debt. And you had a debt that was partially paid. The rest of your payment is going to be required of you if you don't repent. I don't have time to teach you what repentance is. I'm just telling you what you need to do.
Some by surprise. 2 people were found stranded in a tree trying to escape the rising water of the Los Angeles River. Take a closer look. It's not just people, but they're 2 dogs. You can see the rescuers, the Los Angeles firefighters, as they carefully move the frightened animals out of the tree, one by one, to the nearby rescue boat. And there's more rain coming. Bad news for Kim and Dennis Kraler. They chose not to listen to the mandatory evacuation rule. They're 1 road in and out, 2 covered in mud to drive.
You can't get out. No, not right now. Until they clear this, what has Mother Nature been like for the last couple of months for you? What, we've had fire, droughts, and now torrential rain. So yeah, pretty much everything.
We did all.
Let me back that up. Back that thing up.
What has Mother Nature been like for the last couple of months for you? What, we've had fire, droughts, and now torrential rain.
Whoa! Fire, drought, torrential rain. Couldn't the rain have put the fires out? You see what I'm saying? They didn't even mention the mudslides. Now they're having extreme wind, he said. Okay.
So yeah, pretty much everything.
We did all 4 elements at this point. I think we're done at this point with any more crazy storms.
Well, might be. As a matter of fact, that might have ended it by him saying that. That might have ended it. So now, I just want to get back into the reading of yesterday. I think I was on chapter 6 in the new map, Millennial Assembly Protocols, chapter 6. But you gotta excuse me for the clickbait because I didn't even change the title before I went live. And the title is, well, great. The title is great because that's what I'm discussing. 3 solutions simultaneously running simultaneously. So you got one solution where we're setting up elections and setting up 40 cities and 40 embassies in each city. I mean, 1 embassy in each city. That's 40 embassies, 40 cities. You got one and setting up elections. Then you got one plan that is setting up 48 cities simultaneously. 1 in each continental United States. You know what continental United States means, don't you? Good. I don't have to explain it. Then you got the youngest nation in the earth, the nation of Yasharan, is the absolute brand spanky newest nation in the earth. Yeah, hey, you got a leader of it right here. You can talk to me, but you don't want to because you want to stay stuck in hell. That's fine. That's fine. That's why Paul tells us to work out your own salvation in fear and trembling. Oh, I'm afraid of the Most High. I sure is. Yes, sir, boss. And you see, you might be afraid of that other guy, and you say yes, sir, boss to him. You shouldn't be afraid of that guy at all. Now, I guess this is pretty much useless, but oh well, move it around or something. Move it around. Here we go. I'll just bring it up later if I need it. Okay, so back into the reading, chapter 6 of the new map for linear assembly protocols. With the dollar signs, chapter 6, focused delivery. Each assembly will have space for focused ventures where entrepreneurs can present their business plans to the assembly. As the presentation is being delivered on stage, audience members who like the presentation can pledge their assets, resources to the presenter for use in his or her business model. This will be very advantageous for anyone who has the opportunity to present an idea at an assembly, because virtually everyone in the audience will be in the mindset of contributing their resources to collaborate in business activities. It's possible that by the end of the presentation, a presenter can have everything they need in order to start launching their business. So that tells me that if 500 people are presenting, right, it tells me like maybe 1 or 2 will have everything they need to launch their business, you know what I mean? Because it's all a popularity contest for one, and people don't listen well enough to know the best plan. So I would suggest that you present a business model that's extremely popular to the audience. So to entrepreneurs is what I'm saying. So if you look up, study entrepreneurs, and you'll see how they move from trend to trend. You can also look up investors and find out how they maneuver from trend to trend. The first focused venture presented at migration conferences will be the permanent embassy and a local Argyrol Incorporated lab/store. So we learned yesterday. We learned day before yesterday what Argyrol is silver. It's ingestible silver. When a user gives a presentation on stage at an assembly, the video of their presentation will automatically be uploaded to their profile. Other users in the app can still pledge their resources to the venture as long as it still needs resources to launch the business plan. Once all startup resources are checked off of the list, then the venture will be closed on the presenter's profile and users will no longer be able to pledge resources to the venture. That's unique. You can't give more than they need. That's fair. Chapter 7, the venue. A minimum of 40 embassies must be erected all over the country. The embassies will be constructed from the ground up using prefabricated panels as to give an identical appearance from state to state. This means we need a team to design the embassy. The embassy building will be a 3-level giant circle with a 144-foot diameter. The first floor will contain the auditorium. This is where the assemblies will take place and the matchmaking happens. The auditoriums will be outlined with meeting rooms that can seat 6 to 24 people. These meeting rooms will be designated for partners to meet, greet, and validate their resources after being matched together by the 24 elders. Oh yeah, you rest assured I'm gonna be one of those elders. He hasn't determined who the elders are just yet. The second floor will be a food court outlined with various food options. The interior of the food court has seating for people to eat. In the center of the food court will be a large screen showing video of the assemblies happening in the auditorium. Sorry, I don't have visuals for these. I'm describing them, but I don't have any visuals for them. I mean, I can show you the shapes. So 144 foot, 3-story diameter situation in a circle is in the shape of a donut, or it may not have a hole in the center. So it's just a circle. So it's like a pie or a cake or something, you know? So you can visualize that. The third floor will have offices and cubicles for the administration of business activities. Each embassy will have space on the third floor designated for broadcast studio as a journalism component to report the progress of businesses formed by the embassy. The roof of each embassy will be a greenhouse. So there'll be plants living on the roof. Anywhere you see an embassy, you will immediately recognize it, just like a standard Walmart building. By seeing this embassy building from state to state, Black people should be assured that progress is being made in their local area towards self-determination, self-sufficiency, resource pooling, and the building of our cities. Yeah, well, we'll be safe and away from police tyranny. Oh, you know, Chapter 8, Embassy Calendar. When the embassy is built, the community will be ready to hold sessions Monday through Friday. This gives us an opportunity to provide specific days of the month for business people of similar industries to assemble in order to produce focused ventures in specific industries. That's chapter 7 and chapter 8 that I just read. Chapter 9, benefits of the millennial assembly protocols with the dollar signs. The benefits of this is, number 1, the community will have a hyper networking business partnership engine in every major city in the United States that will eventually expand into other countries. Black people will have a tool for instant economic compatibility and collaborations to use as an economic ground zero in Black culture. Number 3, we'll have a journalism portal dedicated to reporting progress of Black business developments for the migration. Number 4, Black people will have option of relocating away from races into safe havens to rehumanize and mentally balance themselves. Number 5, that's a big topic, you know what I mean? Mental balance and rehumanization, which I call the unsmear program. So, you know, that's just a hot topic that people talk about, our mental health in this plight of oppression that been undertaken and trying to survive for, you know, we're gonna have to do a documentary on that. Surviving oppression. I have to do a real documentary on that. Okay. Number 5. We'll have a medical system catered to our natural selves instead of, you know, you look at a chart of, you know, what to eat, like your boy say, your boy just did a lecture on what to eat, like what your diet should be like. He said he went to the doctor. Doctor said, you got high blood pressure. He said, no, I don't. You got high blood pressure. No, I don't. You got high blood pressure. No, I don't. He said, look at this chart. But the doctor said, look at this chart right here. He said, that's not me. That chart is a white man. You see what I'm saying? So your body's way different from mine. So I'm supposed to be pumping at this rate. See what I'm saying? My blood pressure is supposed to be higher than yours because I got more shit to do. When y'all lazy fucks hire people and don't pay them for 500 years and then say, oh, we don't know shit and we ain't done shit. That's why I tell people, I'm not on vacation. I mean, I'm not lazy. I'm just tired. You understand? So why in the world would I continue working when you don't pay nobody nothing? Including today, you don't pay nobody nothing. You know how long I lived on $6 and $7 an hour? Minimum wage went up to $7.25 and got stuck there in 1995. It ain't never went up since then. Man, miss me. Black people will have option of relocating away from the races into safe havens to rehumanize and mentally balance themselves. We'll have a medical system catered to our natural selves. We will be, number 6, we will be positioned to demand first rights of refusal on all natural resources exported by the government from Africa. That's what I'm talking about. So they finally got into that. So that's what I'm learning with Dr. Harnett. So look up Dr. Harnett, subscribe, and they'll send you the meetings. And then, we have the meetings all the time. I think she does it like maybe once a week or something. So we're learning how to import and export. And then the people from the continent are trying to do the same thing. They're trying to learn how to they're trying to learn how to get American suppliers to export to them. You understand? So it's just working too well. That's why we're gonna have a new deal with Trump, a new deal because the original New Deal, like I said in the first video, the regular New Deal gave all the power to the Jewishers who wish they were Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, right? So they got all that power because they tricked everybody to believe that they were Israelites. See what I'm saying? So they were trying to balance the earth. That's the original mandate, is to take care of the earth. And then the people have to be happy and healthy enough and be motivated enough to do that. So you got to treat each other very well. See what I'm saying? To keep people happy and healthy. Then you got to do a fair economy that affords the people what they need in order to stay motivated to take care of the earth. So that's our goal. That's our job, is to take care of the earth. See what I'm saying? So all these things are like red flags to the FBI for some reason. Like, You know, they actively hunt environmentalists, and you know that's just strange to me. But it's all good. You know, you got to do something really crazy to be offended by them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to like try to go to like a hog plant somewhere and try to free all the hogs yourself, or try to damage that facility or something before they, you know, before they come in and attack you. See? So just let people be stupid. Just let them be stupid. Go ahead. Work out your own salvation, bro. Don't worry about everybody else. The only reason I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying, is because I ain't got nothing better to do but to take care of my people. That's the only thing, because I know how God works. So I take care of the people, God take care of me. That's how it works. I take care of the earth, God take care of me. There's only two things you need to do. But then you got to learn how to do it the correct way. You think taking care of them is letting them do whatever the fuck they want to do. God don't work like that. He wants you to warn the people when they're doing stupid shit that offends other people. And he wants you to treat people well, but you don't know how to do that. You think just letting them be what they imagine themselves to be is the right thing to do. You think letting serial killers who unjustly kill multiple people for no reason at all, or for their own perverse reasons, is like letting them live is like, you know, you're so anti-violent that you think it's a good idea to let them people live. So a serial killer who kills unjustly for their own perverse reasons in their mind of why people need to die. You see what I'm saying? It's like the same way with the rogue cops. The rogue cops. I'm not talking about the good cops that don't never speak out. The ones that do speak out get fired. I'm not talking about them. See what I'm saying? I'm talking about the rogue cops that do serial killings and serial robberies based on brown skin, strictly. So them people, you know, they got a problem. And you're not supposed to allow people to get away with that type of behavior. See what I'm saying? So we can go into detail some other time. Number 7, we will finally be prepared to conduct a diaspora election for the 20 representatives to sit next to the presidents of the African Union. If that's not great news, if that's not gospel, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. I mean, I'm working as hard as I possibly can, bro, and as smart as I possibly can. See, I work smart, not hard. I'm not a hard worker at all. I work smart. See what I'm saying? Why in the fuck? Let's say, for example, right? I want to build an in-ground pool in my backyard. 12 foot on this end and 4 foot on the other end. In-ground pool now. 20 foot wide, 100 foot long. What's that, 200 feet area, right? And then how much volume is that? It's a lot of volume. So I'm not them dudes that live in the Amazon that make their own pool with the hands and chopping up the ground with a little tiny little stick. I don't do that. And you hard workers, you're gonna grab you a shovel. You're gonna grab you a shovel and oh boy, that thing's it's gonna get done. I know it's gonna get done because you work hard. Smart worker. A smart worker gonna get a backhoe. Like, I'm country, nigga. You hear it? A smart worker gonna get a backhoe and dig in the ground with a machine. We're gonna pull the levers, scoop the dirt up. That's what a smart worker does. See what I'm saying? Then we're gonna put the concrete all in the bottom. Make sure it's nice and permanent. See? But you hard workers, you ain't gonna put no cement in the bottom because you want it to collapse on itself so that you can get your shovel back out and dig the pool up again. No, bro. That ain't me. I'm just not that type of guy. Okay, so number 8, in the event of martial law, we will be responsible for managing the process for our own communities. Number 9, racist police murders. There's a difference between sane police officers and racist police. Racist police murders will not be possible as they will not be in our towns. Problem solved. Number 10, Black multimillionaires will now have a strategic method of community service that helps to create businesses and employment. Now, every rich person heard what I said, and they understand what I meant. Number 10, number 11, Black entrepreneurs will have a platform for resource pooling to help accumulate real-time support for their ideas. Everybody has good ideas, but they can't execute properly because the system at large only affords a small, select few of super duper hustlers to make it through the loops and holes and hoops and everything that and the stumbling blocks that they put in place for people. See what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, they have to be co-signed by a wealthy person who came before them. That's just automatic. See what I'm saying? So that's what almost happened to me when I would have got a cosign from Usher, who literally co-signed me, but we never met. So we didn't have a contract to for me to capitalize on the cosign. And it was a blatant cosign. You know, he was rocking something that I designed. So if I would have had it prepared, you know what I mean, and then would have gotten a photo op with Usher, I'd be speaking from a different level. But the Most High didn't want that to happen. He wanted me to stay broke so that I can speak to the broke people, speak their language, and pull them out of the dust. See what I'm saying? Because I know how to get there. And I'm getting there now. I'm getting there now. So I'm not worried about it. Because it's time for me to get there finally. But still. Things could have gone a different way earlier. So I'm not complaining about how it went. Because at that time, all throughout my 20s, I was a damn debaucherous. You see what I'm saying? I was a Satan type of guy. You know what I mean? I didn't worship Satan directly, but I was living like a Satanist. You see what I'm saying? Once I found out what Satanism was, I was doing all that stuff, except for drinking blood and ritual sacrifice and producing adrenochrome and stuff like that. I didn't know nothing about none of that stuff, but I was just living any type of way, my own way, all throughout my 20s. So I'm 42 now. See what I'm saying? In my 30s, I've been living like I'm supposed to. See what I'm saying? With the Most High leading me. You understand? So now it's the Holy Mother's job to make me rich. So if I can please her, then I'll be rich in no time. See what I'm saying? Number 12, children can grow up seeing their community work together in order to break the cycle of poverty and stagnation. The solution is here. Okay, so we got 5 different solutions. I'm only mentioning 3. I only mentioned 3 in this little series I got going on. We got 5 different solutions going on. We got the brother with the 40 cities and 40 embassies trying to set up elections. That's 1. Number 2 is the 48 cities. So that's 88 cities and 40 embassies right there. That's number 2. Number 3 is the nation of Yasharan has been recognized as a nation by the 55 presidents of the African Union. Don't forget they adopted us in the 6th region because the United Nations designated us as being a unique group, a separate group, special group. And upon the increase of our government, we're going to be above all the people, all the families in the earth. We're going to be just like the Jewishers today. Because we're the true Israelites, you understand? So the time of the Gentiles, the times of the Jewishers has been revealed. They have been revealed to everybody that they are the synagogue of Satan. So their time is up. Their time ended in 2019. It's 2020 now. Okay, think it's a game if you want to. All right, now, so number 13, communication barriers in the introduction stage of the business networking process will be minimized by putting the initial focus on what a person has to offer. Number 14, the embassy will provide a non-religious gathering place where all Black people can be a support system family. Now that's gonna be especially useful, not only to us, but to them, because they're gonna see how we do things, how Israelites, repentant Israelites, they're gonna see how we maneuver, how we, you know what I'm saying, how we contribute to each other and things of this nature. And so the non-religious people are going to have their own gathering place, you know what I mean? So they're going to be over there. They can interact with us anytime because they're going to kind of be on our type of time. They're going to be on, you know what I'm saying, what they call real nigga time. You see what I'm saying? And so as they interact with us, they're going to get just as rich as we are. It's automatic. The embassy will provide a non-religious gathering place where all Black people can be a support system family. Number 15, employment at the 40+ local embassies. Yeah, that's important. Employment is important. Number 16, organized database and network of Black-owned resources. This system helps to mold the community. Number 17, this system helps to mold the community mentally into one that keeps, number 17, this system helps to mold the community mentally into one that seeks to find points of connection between community members to encourage economic and spiritual progress. Number 18, we can wean Africa off of foreign aid. Yeah, so we're going to be extremely supportive of Africa. And then I would suppose, if I have anything to say about it, we're going to be extremely supportive of America as well. Number 19, our children get to see Black American brothers and sisters sitting beside presidents as equals, influencing the political landscape of the global African Union. Okay, the oath of assembly is the final page here, oath of assembly. Start from 0 at the bottom, then read upwards in numerical order to symbolize building from the ground up. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, number 0. We're building a network of Black cities. Number 1, cities designed for our peace. Number 2, diplomatic strongholds for a future crisis. Number 3, recognized by all African presidents. Number 4, we all contribute to the table. No one's above the table. That's my show right there, boy. No one's above the table. We all contribute to the table. Number 5, to centralize our economic focus. Number 6, we collaborate internally to make it happen. Number 7, to maximize our diplomatic momentum. Number 8, to inspire the best ideas for our collective future. Oh man, I like the ancient future better, but collective future. Let's do that, collective future. Number 9, to be resilient. Number 10, and preserve our humanity in times of adversity. Number 11, true vessels of God on earth. So everyone has accepted that we are gods. Everyone. The Satanists have accepted it. The people who don't even believe in God, the atheists, the Black atheists have accepted that we are gods, and the Israelites have accepted that we are gods. And even some Christians back in the day used to say, oh, we're gods with a little g. That's what they call it, God with a little g. So even some Christians have realized that we're gods, right? So they understand that our body is the temple of God, and they're trying to, figure out how to treat their own body and stuff, keep it up to par. But they're kind of being superficial when they think of that in terms of health only and physical only, and they ignore the behaviors that a body is supposed to perform. So you're supposed to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Okay, so now your body's supposed to perform those two things. So your wisdom can be dealing with your wealth and your health. Harmless as a dove is dealing with how to treat yourself and others. See what I'm saying? So you have to unpack that by learning how to do that from the Bible. There's other communities like Buddhism that teaches those things as well, but that's only due to my ancestor, Sambo Judah, from the tribe of Judah, creating and starting Buddhism. But all religions pervert the original information. So, but Buddhism is kind of decent where it comes to treating other people well and treating your own body well. You understand? But they still don't, you know, they don't have it all down packed. You know, that where you get it all is the Bible. Number 12, doing business for higher purpose. So everybody has the exact same purpose, and that is to please the Most High. The only way to please the Most High is to take care of people in earth, and to take care of the earth and the ecosystems of the earth and the atmosphere and all those things. Okay, so this book is written to his unborn child and the divine children of the Black nation. His firstborn. Oh, that sounds like God speaking right there. Okay, so this is clearly a quote from God. This book is given to God's unborn child, which is us, and the divine children of the Black nation, his firstborn. Yeah, so those are Israelites, but he doesn't use those terms in this book at all. That's fine. He doesn't know that he's an Israelite, but he is a smart guy, and this book is extremely on point. Okay, so now you got I mean, I didn't have like any complaints about the book, and I'm you know how critical I am. Okay, so he gives a bunch of shout outs. So I'm not going to read the names of those people. He gives a bunch of shout outs in the book. So now I will figure out what else we can talk about at some other time. Right now, I got to get to work and handle some business. All right. Shalom.